Okay, well, good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning. How you doing? I'm doing
Okay,
well.
good. Um, we're going to get right into it today, okay? But first, I want to share my screen with you, okay? I sent out this, I posted this first announcement here uh, in regards to your homework assignment. So hopefully everybody has had an opportunity to watch all of the videos relative to the drawing and modifier tools. Have we done that?
Yep.
Good. All right. That's going to help to give you a definite oversight of all the drawing and modifier tools. Okay. So today we're going to create a template, a civil template that we're going to use to draw a legal description. Okay. So let's go to the table of contents here. Let's go there. Before we go there, I want to go to drawing units right here in D2L. Table of contents, drawing units right here. And we want to open up this Word document here. And it's showing you the typical drawing units for a civil drawing. Okay, the length is going to be decimal. Okay, the length type is going to be decimal. The precision is typically 2 decimal places. So when we actually do our template, we're going to make it 2 decimal places as opposed to 4. The insertion scale is going to be feet, and the angle type is going to be surveyor's units. Okay. So when we create our civil template, we will be using these drawing units right here. Okay. Typical. And also, just for information, these are the typical drawing units for an architectural drawing. Okay. Just for informational purposes. The length is architectural. The insertion scale is inches, and the decimal type is decimal degrees, as well as the unit drawing units for mechanical drawing, which the length type is decimal, and the insertion scale is inches, and the angle type is decimal degrees, and that's just for informational purposes. Okay. All right. Okay, so the drawing, now we're going to go to the drawing tools applied to a civil drawing here. Okay, and then we're going to open up the legal description in classic AutoCAD. Okay. Initially, let us look at the legal description example PDF drawing that we're going to do. Right here, so and you might want to go ahead and print this out for reference, okay? Okay,
If you're looking to rotate it, it's right next to the 100% at the top.
yeah, oh, thank you so
Yep.
much.
Should be the Yeah, that one all the way on the
There
end.
it is. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is the actual legal description. It's fairly simple. It's fairly simple. Okay. We have some meets and bounds here. Okay, property lines with meets and bounds, and then we simply have a description of the acreage for this particular plot. Okay, very simple. Okay, so that's our example. Okay, let's see if I close out of this. Okay, good. Um, let's open up the legal description PDF here. Okay. And now that I know exactly what the quotation, there we go. Good. In terms of civil drawings, there are typical drafting settings. We're going to start with the text styles and the height of text that are typically used in civil drawings. Okay, and we will be creating these today. Okay, we're starting with text style L80, which has a height of 0.08 inches, and L80 is used for all dimensions, notes, and standard text. Okay. We're going to create L100, which has a height of 0.10. And we're going to be using this for, it's typically used for scale, title, special callouts, and scale, title, and special callouts. And then we're going to be creating L200, which is typically used for the sheet number the sheet number of a set of documents, civil documents, L200, okay? So we will be creating those. And then it's just giving you some information here. A typical civil engineering scales, 1 inch equals 10, 1 inch equals 20 feet, 1 inch equals 30 feet, okay? And respectively the ratios here, okay? Good. We just talked about drawing units, okay, good. And dimension arrowheads are always closed fill. Okay, so let's go down to the next page. Okay. And this is, it simply describes what a legal description is. You guys not know what that is, okay? And then you might want to put this up because this is going to be an aid to you in terms of how you use AutoCAD to draw property lines in the meets and bounds of a property line. Okay, so this is the format that we're going to be using to draw those meets and bounds, which actually is a relative polar coordinate. Okay, a polar coordinate is formatted by a distance. Okay, the @ sign makes it relative, means it's relative to the last point. And then there's a distance that's going to be separated by this less than sign, and then we actually have the direction, right? This is south, 80 degrees, 13 minutes, 27 seconds west. So this is the format that we're going to be using. So you can make, if you get kind of lost, and you're also going to be watching a video as well. It's going to help you. But you can go back here to remember the format for drawing relative polar coordinates, meets and bounds. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think that's enough of introduction. Okay. If you haven't launched AutoCAD through D2L, why don't we go ahead and do that now? You're going to go to getting started. And you're going to scroll all the way down to a portal, and you're just going to open it up, just like we did last time. While this is launching, those of you who have not submitted the constructing a civil set, a civil drawing set part 2 to D2L, okay, I need you to do that, okay? Okay, hopefully everybody has AutoCAD launched. Does anybody not have it launched before I move on?
I'm good to go.
Okay. Everybody good to go? Okay, apparently we are. Okay, so what we're going to do initially, okay, we're going to start a new drawing. Okay, so let's go to the application menu or button, whatever you want to call it right here. Okay, new, we're going to hover over new, and we're going to go to drawing. Okay, we're just going to, right now, we're just going to use the ACAD template right here, okay, because we're about to create our own. But right now, we're just going to use the ACAD, which is the default mechanical template. We're going to go ahead and use that. So as you see, it's already in blue and it's already selected here. So all I got to do is open it up. Okay, so if we type in units at the command line, okay, let me see if I can, okay. Oh, thank you so much. Units at the command line, okay. We see that we're using the mechanical drawing units. So we're going to change that now, okay. We're going to leave the length type as decimal, okay, but we're going to change the insertion scale, feet. We're not going to worry about the lighting. We're not going to worry about that. Okay, and then we're going to change the angle type to server as units. Oops, not radians, but server as units. So this is the typical drawing units for a civil drawing.
Now, you said, are we gonna, I guess, lower the precision on the?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. A typical on civil drawings, the precision is 2 decimal places, so we're going to change it to 2 decimal places. Thank you, sir. Okay, so your dialog box should look like mine. Okay, so let's go ahead and OK out of that. So now we changed our units. Okay. Now, what we're going to do next, So we're creating a template file, right? A template drawing file, so that we can reuse this template over and over again without setting all these parameters each time, right? And that's what a template file does. So we're making our own right now. All right, so let's see, what else do we need to add? We need to add some new layers, okay? So let's go to layer properties up here. Okay, I'm going to move this down here so I can, okay, and then I want to expand this. Good. And then I can come in here and I can expand these columns as well, so I can see them better. Okay. Okay, good. So we're going to make our first layer, okay, which is going to be, so let's go up here. Let's go to layer properties. Sorry, I was already there. Layer properties, let's go to this icon here, new layer. Okay, and the layer we're going to create is called C prop line. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my caps lock on. You don't have to make yours caps if you don't want to. All right, so first thing I'm going to rename it to C dash prop for property line dash line. Okay. What I got to change now is the color. Okay. Now remember that we are using a color dependent plot style, and the color is determining the thickness or the weight of the line. So we want our property line to be the heaviest line of our legal description. So we're going to change this to red, because red is the heaviest line. Okay. And the property line is usually a discontinuous line, or in this case, a phantom line. So let's go to line type. Okay, it's not there, so we have to load it. Okay. And if I type in P, it's a bit of B as well. It doesn't. These are in alphabetical order, and these are the default AutoCAD line types. And the line type is going to be phantom. Phantom. So let's choose phantom here. Phantom. Okay. And then good. So we can look out of that. So now we've added phantom to this section of AutoCAD. So we can choose phantom now. Okay, out of that. Cool. So now our color is red and our line type is phantom. Okay, let's make another layer. We're only going to make 3. Okay, let's go back. Okay, next layer is going to, well, I'll go through that one. It's going to be C. And no, for annotation, oops, for annotation. And notes. Okay. If you notice that when you're adding layers, typically the layer name has like 3 spaces. Okay. This is why this is ano. Okay, and this is note. Okay. So there are normally 4 alphabet places in terms of description. The color is going to be blue, right? Blue. The line type is going to be continuous. So, oh. All righty, one more layer to create. Let's go back to new layer again. And I've stated this before. You notice how when you add a new layer, it takes on the properties. It takes on the properties of the layer above it. Okay. So we have to change the name. Okay. And this is going to be CNO for annotation. Okay. Oops, I keep putting the O. Start that again. There we go. And CNO, it's going to be bearing. BRNG. So this is where we're going to be putting all our meets and bounds on this layer. And typically all text is going to be blue in color. Okay. So I think those are the only three that we're going to add. Okay, the C prop line, the C anno note, having a color of red with a phantom line type, C anno note, okay, blue in color, continuous line type, and C anno bearing, blue in color and also continuous line type. So I'll just give you a moment to do that. So once you set up this this template, you can use it over and over again, and you don't have to go through creating all these layers and other stuff we're about to do. Okay, so I'll give you a moment to do that. Close out of this. There's several ways to do this, but we can go here. Okay, we can go here. Okay, if I went here and I selected this drop-down list. Okay, if I hover over this, this is where you create different text styles, which we're about to do. Okay, so I can, pardon me, I can actually do it here at this panel, or I can go to the annotate tab right here. Okay, and then this is where I have text, and you see this arrow pointing down this way. Okay, oops, let's go back to the other thing. Okay, I actually moved it. Didn't mean to. All right, so you see this arrow pointing here? Okay. It brings us to the same dialog box. Okay. Now we're going to make our text annotative. All text should be made annotative. So this allows AutoCAD to automatically adjust the height of your lettering to keep it a certain pre-described height, regardless of what viewport scale you're using. Okay, so it's annotative text allows AutoCAD, when using annotative text, it allows AutoCAD to automatically adjust your text height so it suits individual viewports, but keeping that text at the same height, irregardless of the viewport. Okay, so all text should be annotative. So we're going to start with annotative. And then we're going to go to new. Okay, and our first text style that we're going to create is L80, the one what we just discussed briefly. Oops, let me turn my caps lock off. L80. Okay, that's going to be the text style. Cool. So let's OK out of that. So now we need to change some parameters. We know all the font type or name for all civil annotation is going to be Romans. So if I'm not to type in R, it takes me to the Romans. Okay, Romans. Okay, there it is. Romans. SHX. Okay, good. All right, so it's annotated. We want it to be annotated. This is informational. This is cool stuff here. You can actually, if we were doing different types text. We could actually make the text upside down. We could do it backwards. We can make it vertical, but we're not doing any of that. I just want to share it with you. However, we want to change our text, paper text height to 0.08. We want to keep the width factor as 1 because we want full width. If I wanted to make the width of the letters different, I could change it here, but we're going to keep it as 1 by default. Okay, so your screen should look like this. Okay, Romans, make sure you choose the right one because there's romance and there's romance, whatever. But Romans, SHX, okay, good. And this is particularly important, your paper text height, right? 0.08, right? So then we can go ahead and apply that. Okay, let's choose L80. Okay, let's go to new. So our next text style is going to be L100. Okay, okay out of that. Okay, the font name is what it needs to be is annotative. The only thing we have to change now is the actual paper text height. And we're going to change that to 0.10. Romans, annotative, 0.10, okay. 0.1, okay. Okay, we're going to apply that. So this is just showing you how you can create various text styles. Okay, let's choose L100, doesn't matter. Okay, let's go to new. Okay, text style is going to be L200. L200. Okay. Okay, out of that, and the only thing we got to change is the height. And that's going to be 0.2. All right, so we can apply that. Cool. All right, so now we've created those 3 text styles. So we can close out this dialog box. So now if I go to the annotate tab, which I'm already there, and if I choose this drop-down list right here, oops, I'm sorry, it should be in text. I forgot I switched it. Okay, if I go to the text panel here and I go to drop-down list, now I see that the text styles that I just added has been added to this list here. So if I wanted to make my L200 current, or my L80 current, I would just choose it here. Now that would be the current text style that I'm using, right? So if I want to change it back to L100, I could choose it here. So that's how you can make those particular styles current to your drawing that you're using. Okay. All right. So we created our layers. We've created our text style. Okay, we've changed our units. One thing that I want to change now, I'm going to add. I want you to go to this leader panel here. Open up dialog box. Okay. We want our leader style, of course, just like this indicates here, a leader points to from a note to an object being described. So we want to start with annotative. So we're not doing any dimensions, but I might add that. We'll see. All right, annotative right here. Okay, we'll start annotative. Okay, and let's go to new. Okay, and let's name it civil. Okay, let's name it civil. Okay, and just continue. Good. Now we have these parameters: color, line weight, line type, that is, and line weight. All of these parameters should be by layer. That means it takes on the properties of the layer in which it is placed. Okay, so it should always be by layer here, by layer here, by layer here. The top there, by layer. Good. Okay. Oh, let's go back to type. Okay. You have the option of making a straight leader. Okay. The straight leader starts out with a horizontal line called a landing. Okay, and then it has the actual line with the arrowhead on the end. Okay, but you also have the option of doing a spline, okay, a curvilinear kind of like leader, but typically we use straight. Okay, all right. So color by layer, line weight, line type by layer. Okay. Now we can also determine the size of our arrowhead right here. Okay. First of all, let's go back. The symbol, arrowheads used for civil drawings are always closed fill. Okay, there's some other options down here. Plenty of options right here. So if I just chose this one, which we're not going to choose, you can see how it changes. But typically, the arrowheads for civil drawings are closed fill. Go back to that. Good. And we can actually change the size of it. So let's come up. I can just highlight that. We're going to change it to 1/8 of an inch or 0.125. Okay. All right. So your screen should look like this: straight, by layer, by layer, by layer for those parameters. Okay. Closed fill, arrowhead size 0.125. Okay. So then we're going to go to content. Okay. What's going to happen when you use the multi-layer tool? It's going to ask you to locate your leader, and once you've done that, it's going to automatically give you a box so that you can add mtext. Okay, mtext. Okay, mtext. So what we got to do now, since we know all of our notes and dimensions are going to use text style L80, we want to go over here and change it to make that selection. Okay, L80 right here. Good. All right. Again, we want the text color to be by layer to take on the properties of the layer that it's assigned to. Okay. Now, in terms of leader connection, okay, we know we're using a straight leader, and it starts off with a landing, okay, and you see how the landing starts at the middle of the top line. You know, we could change that. We could change that. We could change it to the bottom. So you see how it changes to the bottom? Okay. All right. What else can we change it to? Underline. Okay. But by default, we always use middle of top line. And then if I had oops, middle. There we go. And then this is my left attachment. If I had a right attachment, okay, it's going to have the same same connection. Okay. All right. So with all that set, we can OK out of that. Okay. let's go back to the home tab. Didn't have to, but just wanted to. Okay, let's see. Do we have everything set? Let's see. Let's check our units. Okay, we have that set. Okay, let's check out layers. Okay, that's all set. So now I'm going to go to the annotation panel here right now. Okay, instead of going to the tab, okay. I'm gonna open up textile here. Okay. We got L80, looks good. L200, looks good. L80. For this particular drawing, we're really not doing any dimensions. But if we were, I'll check something else. Okay, let's go to the multi-leader style manager right here. Okay, good. So we see our silver, we just want to check it out. So I already selected, let's go to modify and check it out. Okay, let's go to leader format, straight by layer by layer. Good. Let's go to leader structure. Oh, I'm glad we came here. Let's change this landing distance. We need to change that. That's why you should always check. You want to change that also to 0.125. Set landing distance to 0.125. Okay, so now you want to go to content. Good. MText L80 by layer, middle. Cool. All right. So I think we have everything we need in terms of, except for one thing. Okay. So now what we're going to do now, we're going to add that title block that we created. Okay. We're gonna add it as part of our layout. Okay. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to left click on layout number 1, and then you're going to right click. Okay. Left click, and then right click, and then we're going to go to page setup manager. Okay. Yes, we want to modify layout number 1. Okay. The first thing that we're going to change is the plotter printer. Okay. We want to come down and choose drawing to PDF PC3. When you choose that printer style, it automatically changes the paper size to 8.5 by 11. That's what we want. Okay. We're printing from our layout, so we don't want to change that. Okay. But we want to use the DTCC CTP plot style. It's not there, so let's review, see how we can add it. Okay. Close out all of these. Let's right click within the drawing window. Let's go to options. Okay, let's go to this tab here, plot and publish, like we did before. You may not remember though. Okay, let's go to plot style table settings. And let's go to add or edit plot styles right here. Good. So it brings up this. I'm just gonna move it over here to one side like that. Okay. So now what I want to do, I want to go to the folder right here. Okay. And then quick access, I want to open up this CET 22501 folder. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's get to that drive, okay? Let's get to that drive. Okay, let's see if I can open it up from here. Okay. Well, all I have to do is let's go ahead and just enter my password here. Oops. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Let's go to Cloud Mounter here. Okay, let's see if we can go to Georgetown students here. See if I put in those credentials here. Good, so I'm in. So that's what you got to do. Okay, so I'm in. Let's go to Georgetown students and let's go ahead and log in using your credentials. Okay, I'll give you a chance to do that. Okay, so once you in, then we can go to the CET 22501 folder. And I'm going to organize it by type. Okay, I'm looking for the plot plan that I added. not plot plan, but the title block that I added. Okay, so let me get this fixed, okay? But here's what you're going to do in the meantime, okay? I'm just going to close out of this and close out of this, and I'm going to close out of this. Okay. Let's go back to okay. We're going to come back and we're going to add that title, that 8.5 by 11 layout sheet size here. Okay, but here's what you're going to do right now. All right, so we have all the other parameters set. I want you to go to the application menu here. Give me a chance to do that. Okay, and then we want to go save as. Now we want to save it as a drawing template, not a drawing. Okay, save as a drawing template right here. Now we want to save it to the CET 220 folder. Okay. So I'm going here to Georgetown right here. Okay, I'm selecting this folder right here. Okay, so okay, let me select the folder. So there we go. Good. I already have one there, right? See, I've already created one. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, you're going to title this template Civil Template. You don't have to add the DWT extension because AutoCAD will automatically add that for you. Okay. Now, since I already have one with the same name, it's going to ask me, do I want to replace it? You didn't. Okay. Okay, so there it is. Civil template. Okay. DWT, because now we know that when AutoCAD, unless I spelled it wrong, I spelled it right. When AutoCAD creates a drawing for you, it gives it a DWG extension. Okay, so you can always tell the difference between a drawing and a template file, because the template file is going to say DWT. Okay, so it looks good. All right. So what I want us to do here, I'm going to stop sharing right here. Okay. Okay, and then I want to go back to D2L. See, so where can I be? Right here. Okay. All right, so let's go to the table of contents. Let's go to the table of contents, and then And then we're going to go back to the drawing tools applied to civil drawing. Okay. To legal description in classic AutoCAD, go back here. Okay. What I want you to do now, I want you to watch this video right here, drawing legal descriptions, okay? Which is going to be about 10 minutes, 11 minutes in duration, okay? So you're gonna watch this video here, and then we're gonna start to create a new drawing using our civil template, and that's going to give you a chance to go back and get that title block added to the template itself. Okay, so you're going to be watching this video right here, drawing legal descriptions, please. All righty, who has not finished watching the video? Has not? Okay, so we're good. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to our civil. You see, I have it open here, right? Drawing one, but civil template. Okay, let's have that open because now we're about to add that that DTCC plot style. Okay. All right. So let's go to options again. Options. Okay. Let's go to plot and publish. Okay. That tab. Okay. Let's go to plot style table settings. And let's go to add or edit plot style tables, right? Good. I'm gonna pull it over here like this. Good. So then what I want to do, I want to come down here to the folder. Okay. And then I want to open up this CET 220. Good. So then I want to choose the plot style, DTC. Just want to highlight it, okay, and right click. Then I want to copy. Okay, right click and copy. I want to go back one level. Let's see, go back, good. And then I want to come in here and I want to right click and I want to paste it. There it is there, okay. So I'm just going to close out of this, okay. Now, I'm back in AutoCAD, so I want to go to plot again. Okay. Plot, continue. I'm gonna change this later. Right now, I'm gonna look at here, see if it is here. Okay, so it's still not here, so you know what you got to do, right? So we're gonna close out of this. Okay. At the command line, we're going to type in convert plot styles. Here it is right here. Convert plot styles right there. I'm going to select that. It's going to bring up this dialog box and we're simply going to cancel out of it. We're going to check it again and see if it's done now. Okay. We'll go back to plot. Check it out here. And there it is. Yeah, there it is. All right. So now we have it added. So let's go back and modify our layout. I gave you a chance to do that. Cool. All right, so let's go back to layout number 1. Okay, let's right click on that. Okay, let's go to page setup manager. Okay, let's go to modify. Okay, first thing we're going to do is change our printer plotter to DWG to PDF PC3 file. That automatically changed our sheet size to 8.5 by 11. Okay, layout, printing from my layout. Good. Then we're going to, so now we can choose it because it's oops. Let's go back, DT standard. Okay, good. Cool. If we were actually plotting to a plotter or a printer, you should always preview your plot before you actually plot it. And that way you can visually look at it and see if you missed anything, or you can see what's missing or whatever. Okay, so there's a preview button down here like this. Okay. And that's actually what it should look like, right? So this is just our sheet size, and this is just our viewport, okay? And then I can exit out of the preview right here. Okay, so we want to okay out of that. Okay out of that. To accept those changes, and you want to close. Okay, so I just want to go back and check and see if it's good. Okay, just going to check. So I'm going to right click on it, go to page setup manager, go to modify, check it out. There it is. It's all there. Good, good, good. That's what it should be. Okay. Now the last thing that we need to do, this is no longer layout number 1. Okay, we want to rename it. There's several ways to do it. I think if you just left click on it, double click like that. Okay, or you can right click and go to rename. Okay, we want to change it to 8.5 times 11 title block, because that's what it actually is. Cool. Block. And of course, within this template, you could have various sheet sizes. So I can come over here and I can modify layout number 2 to be a 24 by 36 sheet. Okay. Okay. And then I can add a layout, right? And I can keep going, right? So I could have several sheet sizes within one template, and that's what you probably want to do. Okay. All right. So I think we got one other thing to do. We need to insert the title block into this layout. Okay. So let's see how we're going to do it. Let's go to Well, I'll give you a chance to do that. And of course, as looking at this layout now, this is our actual sheet size, and this is our viewport. Okay. Okay, let's see about inserting that that title block. So now if I go here to the insert tool, two ways to get to it. Let's see, let's try this way. Yep. Okay. Let's choose blocks from other drawings. Or actually, okay. Here's what I want to do first. Let's go back. Sorry about that. At the command line, I want you to type in limits. Good, good. That's perfect. So we see that we're going to be inserting this title block at absolute coordinate 0, 0. Okay. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I'm looking for my dialog box. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go to V here. V drive. Okay, folder. There it is right there. Okay, so this is what we want to insert, the 8.5 by 11. Let's choose that. Yeah, so now it brings up my dialog box. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'll give you a chance to do that. We want to uncheck the insertion point because we want it to be inserted at absolute coordinate 0, 0. Okay, so give you a chance to do that. And then we're just going to double click on it. Good. All right, it came in small because it was created with an insertion scale of inches. But now we're in feet, okay? But it came in, there it is, exactly what we want right there. Okay. So we're just going to scale it up 12 times. Okay. It came in at 0, 0. So that's where it should be. Just scale it up. Okay, so let's go back to the home tab. Let's go back over here, home tab right there. Hover over here, it says scale. There it is, right there, scale. Okay. What do you want to scale? The title block right here. I'll zoom in a little bit, zoom out, zoom in a little bit. Okay. Enter that. Okay. Specify scale point, which is going to be right here, right there. Scale factor is 12. Okay. Zoom out. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we want to do a couple of things with this before we actually save our template drawing. Okay, so boy, okay. What we want to do now, we want to move. We want to. You see how it really doesn't matter because we're going to move it later, but we can actually adjust the size of our viewport, right? By clicking on the viewport right here, okay? and get into what I'm calling grips right here, grips right there, grips. Okay, and I'm just going to hover in a little bit, zoom a little bit, and I'm going to left click on this grip here, and I'm just going to move that report up, just like that. So it doesn't interfere with my
So what happens if we don't have to do that?
Oh, no, don't do it. No, yep, yep. If you don't have to resize your report, don't do it. I just want to show you how you can resize it. You probably already know. Okay, all right, good. So now we're going to escape out of that. One other thing I want to do, I want to change, I want to explode this report. I mean, the title block. I could have inserted it and have it exploded already, but I want to change the font type of the text. So I'm going to go to the explode. Where is it? There's right there. Explode. Okay. And what do I want to explode? I want to explode the title block. Okay. Enter that. So now it should be reduced to its individual components. Okay. Good. So now what I want to do, I'm going to come into this text here. Okay. And I want to right click and go to properties. Well, actually, here's what I want to do. I could do that, but let's go to properties. Just select the text, okay? All right, left click, right click, and go to properties. Good. So it's giving me the properties of this text, okay? We see that it's on the text layer. That's where it should be. Okay, good. And we see that the standard, the text style that's been used is standard. Okay, good. So here's what I want to do with that. Okay, I want to go to, either way, I can go to this annotation panel right here. Okay, and then annotation panel right here. Then I can go to text style right here. Okay, I can choose standard. Now, all I want to do now is change the font name to Romans SHX, from Arial to Romans. Okay, so type in R, Romans SHX. Good, good. So I just modified it, okay? Apply that. Okay, close out of this. Good. So now you see it because all this text was the standard text style. When I changed the font name, it changed the font name of all the text, and that's what I want. Okay. So I'll give you a chance to do that. Okay. Okay. So we've already saved this as a civil template. Okay. So now what we want to do, since you made all these changes to it, we want to go up here and we're going to go save as. Okay. Save as drawing template. And we need to get back to that folder on the V drive. Okay. Okay, so I see that you've already, good. You put your last name. Excellent, excellent. Now, I have two of them in here. Yeah, I see why it didn't give me a save as before because I have a space. Now, which one is it? It looks like it's,
The newer one you created is the one with just the one space in between civil and template.
that's the newest
top
one
one-
right here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. So let me choose that one again. Okay. Now it should ask me when I go to save it. There it is. Thank you, sir. It's asking me, I already have one. Do you want to replace it? And I'm going to say yes. And that's what you're going to do. And when you get this dialog box, just okay out of it. Don't worry about it. Now, I know that you have all of your drawings on the V drive. Now, probably when we finish, you're probably going to want to move your files from the V drive to your Z drive, which would be your Stanton home drive, right? So eventually we're going to move these from the V drive to your personal Z drive at whatever campus you're at. Okay. All right. So let's see where we are now. Okay, so we have all the components for our template, right? So we never have to do that again. Yep. That's the beauty of using a template file. So now what we're going to do, I want to close out of the template. Close out of the template. Yes, I want to save my changes.
So now we're saving it as a drawing instead of a template.
No. Nope. That was
So
wrong.
just, okay.
Just save it. See, all right. It should just save as a template, but okay. But here's what we're going to do. Let me tell you what's going on with that. Okay, let's go to, okay, good. I'm gonna go back. Let's go to save. Okay, save, right? Now, see what is looking for is drawing. So let's come down here. Recovered. Okay, come down here to DWTs. So it's looking for template files. Okay. All right, so it brings it back to here. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now we did it twice. Okay. Okay. Just say no right now. Good. Okay, I just wanted it to be closed. I didn't want to save it twice, but anyway, it's done. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that the template drawing was closed. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. So now we are going to go to the application menu, and we're going to go to new. Now, new drawing. So now what we want to do, we want to open up this, create this new drawing using the template that we just made, okay? So now we want to go back to the V drive, okay? Back to our folder. Okay, and I'm going to open up using my template right here, okay? Yeah, so I'm telling AutoCAD, yes, I want to create this new drawing using this template. Okay, so I'm going to open it. Good. So this is my drawing number 3. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to save it right now before we do anything else. Okay, so drawing number 3, we're going to go to the application menu. We're going to go save. Okay, good. We want to save it, yes, to the same CET 220 501 folder. It's there. It's located right there. Okay. So what we're going to do now is change the name. Okay, I probably already have one in there, but I'll just make another one. Okay. We're gonna rename it. I don't have to make another one. We're going to rename it just like this. Okay. Okay. We're going to rename it to the CET 220 dash my first initial, your first initial, dash Williams dash legal description. CET 220 dash first initial dash last name dash legal description. There it is. Eventually it came through. All right. So now here we are with our new drawing. CET 220, that's me. All right. All right. So I love template files. I love them because, okay, let's see what we're going to do. Let's go to model space, okay? Okay, let's establish a point and we're going to change our point style, okay? So at the command line for PO, at the command line, I know I did that fast. At the command line, go PO, just like the video showed you, okay? And then we're going to come over here and we're going to establish a point right here. Anywhere, it doesn't matter, okay? And then we're going to, at the command line, we're going to type in P type. I know he had to do something else, but let's put P type. Okay. And that brings up this dialog box, and you can choose any one of these that you want to choose as a new point style. I'm going to choose this one. Okay, and I'm just going to change my point size to 10. Okay. I want to see how it looks at 5. Okay, I'm going to leave it at 5. Okay, so that's how it looks at 5. That's fine. And then let's look at the zoom extent. So now I can see the actual point. Okay. Now, let me stop sharing with you for one moment. Okay. 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 So if we haven't printed this out, okay, here's where I am. Table of contents, the drawing tools, and apply it to a civil drawing, and then legal description in classic AutoCAD. So we're going to erase that existing point, and then we're going to add a new point at the point of beginning or the point of commencement to lay out the meets and bounds, okay, at this absolute coordinate right here. So you need to make reference to that. I just printed it out so I can make reference to it, okay? All right, so we're going to start our point of beginning at this absolute coordinate right here. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to erase this point here. Okay. And then we're going to,
Just letting you know you're not sharing your screen anymore.
oh, sorry about that. Now I am, thank you. Okay, I erased that initial point. That's what I did, okay? I erased that initial point. I'm just going to add it back for recording purposes, okay? It's point type. Good. All right, so I'm going to erase this existing point here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to PO for point. Oops, I do want to be in model space. Okay, PO, for Newport. Just for Newport. Now it's asking me, specify the point. So I'm going to key in that absolute coordinate. Five, 6, 9, 1, 0.72, 0.72, comma, 569, 569, 680.00. Okay, and check it out. See, it looks like it's right. Good. So I'm going to enter that. Okay, so I can't see my point. So you know what I got to do? I got to do zoom extent. So Z enter, E enter. Good. Oh, and what I want you to do once you've done that, okay? Once you've done that, then I want you to come over here to your O snaps right here. If you can see what I'm doing right there, O snaps. Good. And I want you to select the node precision tool, the node. Check that, check that. And what that would allow you to do is when we start to add the property lines, okay? See, it would allow you to actually start at the center of the point. If the node was not selected, you wouldn't be able to establish this point here. Okay? I'm just going to draw it as a line right now. Okay. All right. So that's what the node does. Okay. It's 11:48, and that's all that we are going to do today. Yeah, I thought we might get further, but it's okay. Next time we get together, we're going to actually be adding the property lines on the C prop line layer. Okay, having a phantom line, we're going to be doing that. Following the format that the presenter of the video illustrated. Okay. Let's save the drawing, please. Cool. Save the drawing. All right. Are there any questions about today's session?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, excellent. Monday, I'm going to be sending out the recording of today's class, as well as giving you some homework to do, all right? So look for my announcement/email on Monday.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so with that, everybody have a good weekend. Try to stay safe with the weather and all that. And see you next week, but look for that information on Monday as well, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.